Hey everybody, it's Natasha from Mystic Wisdom and Treasures. We are back here today for a brand new Picket card reading. For today's subject, I really wanted to do something positive and upbeat, something with words of encouragement. I know sometimes when we're having a bad day, it can be really easy to start becoming your own worst critic, and it can be hard to see the good in yourselves for some of us. And for today's reading, I really wanted to dive in and ask Spirit, what makes you beautiful and that you may not always see in yourself that you need to know right now? If you would like to, you can take a moment to really pause the video, ground, center yourself, calm your mind, call in your spirit guides, your guardian angels, your higher self, and the divine, and ask them to help direct you to the pile that contains the information for your highest good to know right now. And when you are ready, let's get into today's cards. For today's files, we have group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, and group number 4. When you are ready, I will have timestamps so that you may skip ahead to the pile or piles that you feel the most drawn to in the video description down below. And with that being said, let's get into pile number 1. Hello, group number 1. For those of you who were drawn to the pile with the clear quartz crystal, hello and welcome to your reading. Let's find out what messages Spirit has for you. So for the first thing that's really coming up to me, the first thing that I'm noticing too, we have a lot of air energy here. We have the rhythm of breath directs the rhythm of my life. We have the air card, breathing deep, entering into life, exchange of life-bringing energies. And also the Libra card. So this doesn't mean that you have to be a Libra, but Libra may be prominent in your chart, or you may be an air sign or have a lot of air energy about you. These signs are Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. But really what I'm getting from this message is that you are somebody who fills up other people, like their self-esteem, really builds people up with your words. I feel like you're always the first person to really notice some things that are new with other people. You might be even the kind of person to notice things like birthdays or remember like small details about other people. I feel like you're always looking for a way to build other people up. This High Priestess card, it's almost like you have this intuitive sense about you to know how to lift the mood of other people. I feel like with the violet flame, the way that she is staring at the flame in her hand, it's like you're always the kind of person who's considering others. You may be somebody that's actually a really good gift giver. There's this air of also like your fashion. I don't know why. With the Page of Wands, just the way that she's looking back, I feel like you have a really nice style and a good eye for aesthetics. You really know how to put things together really well, and that can be in the form of your words, events, maybe you're a good planner, like especially when it comes to other people. There's a sense about you that makes the sense about your presence that makes people feel warm and welcomed and really comfortable. I also feel a strong creative energy. We have the Three of Swords here. So I feel like where this really ties in with the creativity, I'm looking at the violet flame as well, how she's holding this flame, and it's like there's a similarity here. The Three of Swords can indicate things like heartbreak and stuff, so I feel like you're the kind of person who really knows how to mend a broken heart. I feel like you know the right things to say to others that puts them in a good mood. We have a lot of air energy, which has to do with communication, so you may be a really good communicator, or if not that, you just know how to really uplift people with your words. There's a strong sense of fairness about you, and also kindness with the Libra card and the Cinderella. I feel like you're the kind of person that works hard so people don't feel like they're alone. I also feel like you are a good romantic partner, a good friend, a good parent. Somebody with a really warm and sentimental heart as well. Some of you may be a really good singer as well. That's something that's coming up with the rhythm of my breath directs the rhythm of my life. I'm also noticing how, like, on her chest and in the background, we have these constellation marks everywhere. So that could be a really strong indication back to, like, this air energy or even this Libra-like energy. So somebody that is charming, somebody that is, if you do not like to verbally communicate yourself all the time, maybe you're a good writer and you really know how to impact people with your words. There's a strong sense of the heart space too with this Three of Swords. I feel like you really know how to pay attention to the moods of others. Like, you'll enter a room and you just automatically pick up on how somebody feels, and you know how to nurture other people. It's like you have the right things to say at the right time that people need them, even if you don't always feel like you do. I feel like your words have a heavy impact on other people. There's a soft sense of empathy about you, really paying attention, and other people they may not always express this, but Spirit really wants me to communicate the fact that your words do not go unnoticed. So even if you feel like you're not always making an impact, know that people really notice how much you pay attention to them. That your words really do uplift others and change their lives in ways that you don't even know. I feel like when people feel at the end of the rope, you're the person that comes along and really fills their world with warmth. You're like the light at the end of the tunnel to keep going. I feel like you help people charge ahead too when they feel like there's nothing left or they can't attain their goals. I feel like you're the person that empowers and builds up other people. There's a sense that your energy is contagious with this card. I don't know why, but it's like there's this warmth about you, or maybe it's like you even lead by example at times, but it feels like you show other people the way. I heard you're like a lighthouse for other people. You're a guide in the dark. I feel like on their darkest days, you're the one that gives other people hope. And I also hear that you really inspire other people as well. You show people a new way. I feel like you can transmute like any negative situation and the way that people really feel about themselves or feel about their path. I feel like you can take someone that feels hopeless and guide them towards the truth of where they can go on their destiny, what they can become. You fill them with hope for the future. I'm hearing about romantic relationships too for some reason. Like maybe you have people that really come to you for advice or seeking words of support, and I feel like you have this nurturance about you that really uplifts and impacts people with your words. The way that you nurture people's hearts does not go unnoticed. The sentiments that you do, the thoughtful gifts, the thoughtful words, even when you're not gift giving or even speaking, it's just the way that you really pay attention to. And for some reason I'm getting like there's something about your gaze as well. The way that you look at people just makes them feel like they're really seen and they feel comfortable in your presence, like they're not being judged. I feel like you are also good at opening other people's minds too. And you are very open-minded. I feel like it's kind of like the sense like your voice clears the clutter for some reason. Like you are very refreshing presence to be around. It's like just being around you clears all the noise and fills people with inspiration, with hope. with fresh new starts. I feel like you can nurture and build anyone. Like, you have the capability to give people hope for the future, and feel like they really do have a friend when they feel like they're at the end of their rope. You are that person that makes them feel supported, heard, seen. You soften people in ways that you don't even realize that you do, and everything that you do, everything that you say, every gift that you give, everything that you pay attention and notice for other people does not go unseen. And I know that people don't always verbalize it, but this is what makes you special. One of the many things that makes you special, and this is a gift for you, your heart. This is the way, also I'm hearing like openness, heart on your sleeve. The way that you wear your heart on your sleeve, the way that you really care and show that you care, and even like protecting the people that may feel like they're the underdogs. You make people feel seen that felt unseen. You give people hope when they feel like there was no hope ahead, or they refuse to see something a different way, or the path looked dark. I feel like you're that person that comes in, and it's like you soften the road for them in a way. Maybe that sounds kind of funny, but I feel like you really shift people's perspective. If they're in a dark place, it's like you come along and it's like, this is where it stops. This is where it stops, and you intuitively think, how can I be present for this person and really let them know that they're cared for. And you have such a caring heart. You're caring words, caring actions, even just the way, again, that you pay attention to others does not go unnoticed, and your heart does not go unnoticed. And people notice this really this huge gift you have to paying attention to them, listening to them. Even your advice, people may come to you for advice a lot. You are a guiding light for others, and people really feel inspired by you. They feel inspired by your journey. If you've gone through a lot of hardships, and the way that you've built yourself up so much to be so kind and encouraging to other people. Let me see what else that we have for you. Yes, you are somebody that's very intuitive, very creative, very artistic. I'm also hearing just the way that you have this ability to mend broken hearts as well, whether this is friends, family members, even people that have the hardest hearts. I feel like you just have this charm about you as well that melts everyone's heart, whether you see this in yourself or not. And people are also really, I heard to say, attracted and drawn to your mind as well. You lead by example. You have a strong vision of the future. And people look towards you as this guiding beacon of light, of warmth, of... It's like this sense of, okay, let's do things differently. Let's look at things differently. If someone's been having a bad day, it's like they come around you and their mood completely shifts. You just have this presence about you. I don't know why, but Spirit keeps saying, like, you have a really good sense of style too. Strong intuition, strong sense of fairness. Your words really impact and touch people's hearts. You show people that there is a way when they feel like there is no way out or there is no way ahead. You fill them with confidence. You're also a really good romantic partner, I feel, as well. You're very romantic, sentimental, open-minded too. Like, people don't feel judged in your presence, so they're very open with you. And this really does impact people in a positive way. All right, that's all I have for you, pile number 1. I hope that you enjoyed your reading. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up, comment down below if this reading resonated with you, and subscribe to my channel if you are new and you would like to see more content like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. Hello, group number 2. For those of you who were drawn to the pile with the aquamarine crystal, hello and welcome to your reading. Let's find out what messages Spirit has in regards to what makes you beautiful that you may not always be seeing in yourself. So right away, what I'm picking up with the fairy ointment and the Little Mermaid card, we have the sight and sacrifice. I'm really feeling like this creative, sensitive energy about you, and for some reason this doesn't have to go for all of you. You may be a Pisces or a Cancer or really strongly resonate with those kind of traits. You don't have to be. Or I'm also hearing like you may be somebody who is more introverted but very creative. We have I am the weaver of my own reality 2 down here, and this to me symbolizes with these 2 cards a lot of creative ability and artistic thoughts. I feel like you're somebody that has a very colorful, very creative, very emotionally beautiful mind, very imaginative. I feel like the world only wishes they could see the world through your eyes. I feel like there's also a lot of people that may be envious of your gifts. I feel like you're somebody very creative, very talented. I'm also hearing for some of you, you may be even very musical, very musically gifted. I feel like you can take something out of nothing and turn it into something beautiful. And it's not only just the aesthetic of what you create or what it is that you're shape-shifting around. It's the heart, it's the emotion that you put into things that makes it even more beautiful, and people can feel this in what you create. Whoa, I swear I did not even realize this, but the Little Mermaid card, it's that we have sacrifice, and we also have sacrifice right here. This card says, there are those worth making, there are those that will destroy you. So you're somebody with a strong range, or a huge range of emotions and I heard like emotional intelligence and awareness, and feeling your own spectrum of emotion and expressing it in such a creative, vivid, and beautiful way. I feel like you're somebody that has a high sensitivity for other people with these 2 cards. There's been times where I'm hearing that you didn't always feel heard. Your voice didn't always feel heard. That's so funny. I didn't even realize that this message was coming through with the Little Mermaid, because it's like she's holding the bottle with her voice in it. So maybe it always felt like you were sacrificing your own voice for the needs of other people. And it's almost like, I don't know why, but in return, you learned how to express yourself in very creative ways, whether this is for painting, art, some type of visual art, writing, music. There's something very expressive about your, whatever it is that you do, whatever artistic talent or whatever this thing is that you create. And I feel like people may not always know it, and some people do, but they really feel and see your heart in what you do. The beauty of your soul. And I also heard that for some reason art heals you as well. You have a very beautiful mind. We have the perspective card down here, transformation, as well as all of these really creative, sensitive cards, these colorful cards. I feel like you have such a beautiful mind. People really know this, but sometimes it can be under wraps about how you're really feeling about yourself, and you can get down about yourself, really feeling like you sacrifice your own voice for the needs of others. I feel like there's so much that you have to say or share with the world, and for some reason it's almost like sometimes you're afraid of taking that leap to show this, but Spirit is really telling you that you need to be seen and heard, and whatever it is that you do deserves everything in the world that you could ever imagine. Yeah, I keep hearing growing with your art. So when you're creating, or whatever it is that you're creating, I feel like it's like you're shifting along with whatever this is. I mean, this is something that really impacts other people because they see your journey through what it is that you're building up. They see your journey through your art, through your writing, through your story even. I feel like you are very impactful for other people. You impact people with the way that you have chosen to grow. You are somebody that's very inspirational, has a beautiful, colorful mind, and people really see this about you, and they admire it about you. I feel like this group in particularly might be easy to criticize yourself on the inside, especially. I feel like there's a lot going on your internal world. There's even some, with the Six of Swords, some energy of looking back to the past. And what I'm getting is like you're taking whatever happened to you, these things that happened along your journey, and you're transforming it in a way that really not only transforms yourself, your art, or whatever this is, but also impacts other people watching the way that you've gone from one point, maybe either the lowest point in your life, and people have seen this or heard your story, and it's like you're climbing your way up to the top. People see you as a dreamer, somebody that is really weaving their own reality. I am the weaver of my own reality. This really symbolizes you. With the Aries card right here, I'm feeling a lot of youthful, young energy, charging into something, building it from the ground up. Whatever that means for you, I feel like there's been something in your life that has come along on your path that you felt like you were so small, and getting the strong sense to tell you, like, for some reason, even now today, even if you have built up more than you see that you have built up, and made more progress than you see that you have made, there is something that had made you feel so small. And this could have been upbringing, your home. I just get the sense like you're blinded to your own accomplishments and how far you've come, but everybody else around you sees this. With the Little Mermaid, I keep getting drawn to the violin and thinking about the voice. So some of you may actually be singers and music helps you heal, or Spirit may be telling you, you have a beautiful singing voice and you need to use it. Express yourself through music and singing. Even if you don't think you're a good singer, I'm hearing for a lot of you that were drawn to this pile, you actually are. And then you're criticizing yourself a lot. I feel maybe or maybe it's not even that you're criticizing yourself, you're just feeling nervous to show this to everyone else. And you have gone through so much, and sometimes it feels like you feel like other people don't know or see this, or sometimes you may feel like other people underestimate you, but you are building something literally from the ground up, and whatever this means for you, there's something in your life, or something that will be in your life, that you have literally transformed from like the ashes, the dust of nothing, and built your own empire, and are building your own empire. And as you're building this empire, it's like you're building in yourself too. When you finally rise to the point you want to be, and you look back and you see how much progress that you have made. You're somebody who's very imaginative, has a beautiful mind, somebody very gifted, has a beautiful heart, but I feel like you don't prioritize yourself enough, or you don't see yourself the way that other people see you. You may think that other people have a more negative image of you than you do. They do see your sensitivity, they do see your creativity, they do see the trials of error. I also heard that you have faced, but they see what you are building, who are you rising to be, and who you already are. You inspire people just by being yourself, and I feel like you don't always see that. Let me see what else I have for you. Let's see what messages Spirit has to say. Transforming. There's so much transformative energy around this reading. Oh my goodness. It's amazing. I keep seeing a butterfly in my mind's eye too. We start out as the caterpillar. You go into the cocoon, and it's like you become this beautiful butterfly of transformation, and you don't even always see your own wings. I didn't realize that. I realized that as I was saying that we have the wings here too, as we're talking about the butterfly. I'm also hearing it's time to leave your nest. Looking at the fairy ointment card, it's time to leave your nest of comfort, the nest of possible insecurity that you may have felt about yourself. You are harder on yourself than anybody will ever be. You have a beautiful song to sing, and that can be literal or metaphoric, but Spirit is saying you have a beautiful story to tell, a beautiful song to sing, a beautiful talent to bring to the world, and a beautiful soul that the world cherishes more than you have ever seen before. People think that you are beautiful. People think that you are inspirational. People see your sensitivity as beauty. They see your empathy. They see your artistic talent. They see the way that you have come from the dust in some way or had a hard past, and what you were making and building for yourself. They see your tenacity to keep going. They see the way that you never give up, even if you still feel like you're small. And I feel like there's a sense of humbleness about you too. This is a huge message for you. Something that you're also building right now is going to flourish into something amazing beyond your wildest dreams. And people are really, not only are they going to admire you when you finally reach the end of this ladder, or the top of the ladder of whatever this goal or dream or whatever it is that you're creating in your life, or the life that you're making for yourself, they already see this of you. So while you're climbing to the top, and you may not feel like you've made it there yet, other people see how beautiful you already are when you may not always see it in yourself. People see the sacrifices that you had to make. People see the challenges that you've gone through. People have seen the way, I almost get this image, this could be very symbolic, but this house that was torn apart. So this could be in regards to something in your life that felt like it was hard to escape from, especially like in your younger years. People see the trouble that you have faced in your life, where you came from, or how other people's words had held you back at one time. But that was then. This is now. People see where you came from. They watched your journey. They're watching your journey, and they are so inspired by you in ways that you don't even see or realize. They see the way that you're paving the way for yourself when there was nobody else to pave that for you, or you had no guidance. People see this and they think it is beautiful. They see your sensitivity as a strength and beauty. They love seeing the way that you express yourself. They love seeing the way that you don't give up on your path, and the way that you're building yourself up, and the way that you're inspiring other people too. You took something that was a bad situation or a bad upbringing or a bad start of some sort, and it's like you're rising up, and the higher up you go, the brighter you shine. But people see the journey as a whole, and they saw you when you had no voice, and they see the person that you're becoming with a voice to sing for the world. And again, that could be literal or not literal, whatever that means for you. They see your journey, and they are so inspired by you. They admire you so much. Whether people say this or not, there's people that are looking at you from a distance, and they feel this way about you. They see your journey. They see the things that you have to overcome. They've seen the obstacles and the way that you keep getting back up and charging forward and going for your dreams. You inspire people in ways that you don't even imagine, and they are just in awe of you. Even if you don't always feel that way about yourself or seeing that you're making any progress, other people see your journey as a whole, and they see the way that you keep going, and they just, I'm also hearing so proud of you. So proud of you because they know what you've been through, or they can see it. How you started from either nothing, or you came from a background that really, it's like from going from the bottom to the top. They see what you've built for yourself and charged in head on your own. They've seen the wounds of your past. They've seen your struggle. They've seen how you built something from the ground up and are still expanding on this. They see your creative growth. They see your creativity. They see the beauty of your sensitivity and your hope to keep growing, to keep going, even when you feel like giving up. I know this was probably a longer message, but this is very profound, group number 2. People see your problem-solving abilities as well, and that makes you so beautiful. They see your tenacity to overcome any challenge that's thrown at you. They see the sacrifices that you've made. They've seen when you've felt withered down, and the way that you keep going, and you actually make feeling withered down beautiful because of your tenacity, because of your strength, because your persistence to keep going even when you don't feel at your best. Even when you feel like there's little hope, the way that you chase this light, the things that you are growing, the person that you are becoming, going from somebody that didn't and still sometimes doesn't see their worth, and the way that you have learned to have a voice on your own and become a guiding light for other people. And I feel like you really catch on to the emotions of other people as well. You're very psychic and like an emotional sponge in that way. Like you see all this in other people. Sometimes you don't see it in yourself, and Spirit really wants to show you this about you. The beauty of you and who you are as a whole. Not even in just when you feel hard on yourself. All of your emotional spectrum is beautiful. Everything about you. And you are an inspiration. And people are proud of you, whether you know this or not. People see what you... The people that knew you in the past maybe saw you as somebody that even didn't have a voice. That they may not have verbalized that. Or they saw you as somebody that felt small. But it's like they see you growing and growing and growing. And even though like there's still parts of you that may feel this way about yourself, it's like you don't see the beauty and magic of your growth always, but other people do, and they're so inspired and proud of you, and they love listening to your song. I just heard they love listening to your song. They love listening to you speak the things that you want to speak how you feel about things, give your perspectives. They love hearing you voice whatever it is that you're passionate about. They love hearing, if you have songs, they love hearing your songs. If you write, they love reading what you have to write. If you're speaking in some way, they love hearing what you have to say because your growth is beautiful. You are beautiful as a whole. Alright, that's all I have for you, pile number 2. I know that was a really big message, but that reading was so profound and beautiful, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. If you did, please be sure to give me a thumbs up, comment down below if this reading resonates with you, and subscribe to my channel if you are new and you would like to see more content like this. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hello, group number 3. For those of you who are drawn to the pile with the cat's eye stone, hello and welcome to your reading. Let's find out what messages Spirit has in regards to what makes you beautiful that you may not always see in yourself. So right away, the first thing that's really coming up to me, and I see this with the Wild Swans card, and we have a lot of, we have a couple of swords cards right here, and then the way that the one eye is revealed with a fox on the other. I feel like you are somebody that has a strong sense of truth, discernment. With the white snake, I also see that here. This is a card that says understanding. yeah, okay, and the way that we have reclaim energy, the way that she's holding her head up here, or the lotus at her head, there's something about your mind. I feel like you're able to see past illusions very easily. You have a very strong intuition about this. I feel like you're somebody that came from a background that really taught you to see things this way and have a good discernment in things in your life for the future. And this doesn't necessarily have to mean like your upbringing or anything like that. Even just like relationship, friendships, all of your life experience. I feel like it's really made you somebody that people trust your vision. I feel like you see through facades. Hopefully I'm saying that right. You see through anything fake. I feel like you have a strong sense of truth. Someone that's very intuitive. We have Pisces and the Eight of Cups here. Somebody that has learned a lot through their journey. Somebody who sees through all of the BS. This is something that people also admire about you and sometimes feel a little bit intimidated by, because you see through their lies and deception, or if they're not always saying how they're feeling, I feel like you see through to the people. You see through to people's cores. You see through other people's exterior. I'm really getting. I feel like you're somebody that might intimidate some people for some reason, I'm getting. But the people that know you know that you want to see people for everything that they are. You want to see their true core. And you don't shy away from like negative emotions either in other people. You understand the heart of things. You understand people's hearts. You want to see people just as they are, and that makes you really beautiful, that you are able to really understand the whole spectrum of human emotion and seeing people really for who they are, even if their words are really deceptive or they're not really saying how they're feeling. I feel like you see straight to the heart of people, the core of who they are. You see underneath the surface of things when people might not even know that that's there yet. It's almost like in a sense you're so good with this type of discernment, and even with seeing the patterns in other people, that like somebody you might have heard from people like, you know me better than myself, or things like that. Like you have this strong intuition about you and this journey about you that has made you into a very discerning person. I also feel like with your intuition, something that's very honorable about you is your boundaries, the way that you are able to set up your boundaries and see this for other people. I feel like you are an honest guide for others in this as well. So while some people might not be willing to always hear it, I feel like you have a voice of truth, eyes of truth. You see the way forward and you guide people with this. We have homeland, arrival, a journey ends, establishment, building, settled. And we also have dedication over here. So you probably are somebody that sees things through to the end. If you have a vision for the future, you really take action and steps to get towards that vision or help others see the way forward for themselves. You have also this balance of both your intuition and your logical side as well. I feel like you're somebody a lot of people probably go to for advice, especially like with this homeland card. And the type of advice, like I'm hearing there's two types of people want to go to advice. They want somebody that will make them feel better, like emotionally, like things that they want to hear. And then there's people that will give you the truth. And I feel like you are definitely somebody who does both, but you especially go to the side of truth or clarity. You're somebody that gives people clarity. You see clarity. And that's kind of the embodiment, like how you embody this energy. Then people view you this way, and spirit sees this about you. because of your experience too, you're a very understanding person wherever you came from. I feel like you can see all sides of an issue, or in the midst of chaos, you're the person that sees the way forward and knows how to really focus, see things from a different perspective, or see the way forward to get out of this. You may be really good at solving conflict, seeing straight to the core matter of an issue. Yes, using your intuition and your sharp mind. You're a very good problem solver. Let me see what else. You see the possibilities really, really clearly with the Five of Swords and the reclaim your energy up here. With the Six of Wands, we have both of the woman, one on each side here. And I feel like this is your ability to see things from multiple perspectives. So I'm really getting the sense that this means that you have a very unbiased mind. You have a mind that honors truth above all. You're very understanding and you expect the truth, but you see through when people aren't giving it to you, and you see straight through to their core. I really get that sense. Like, you have a very, I'm hearing, strong crown chakra as well, with the way that she is holding the lotus in her crown. Somebody that has a very enlightened mind, I'm feeling. A very piercing gaze as well. So this is both in the sense of seeing through facades. Hopefully I am saying that right, guys. Seeing through the exterior of things, and also, like, people notice this about your eyes in general. You have very piercing eyes, or you may hear a lot of things about your eyes, like a lot of compliments about your eyes, or how piercing your eyes are. Like, your eyes see through people's soul, and people notice that. And some people, again, can feel kind of off-center because they know it's like you see through to their core, and then other people, they like that, they love that, and the people that don't just know that it's because they're intimidated, that you know that part of them that they're trying to keep hidden. I feel like you are also like a human lie detector. You can see through BS, and you know how to move forward in situations, and I feel like you know how to give good advice to help people move forward as well. Yeah, a very expanded mind, especially because we have the Pisces card. I feel a lot of intuitive energy around this Eight of Cups as well. And then with all of this swords energy right here, I'm feeling like a very expansive mind that's not only intuitive, but it's like you see the truth and logic of things. You see things for what they are, and there's bravery in that as well. And some people, I keep hearing, like, some people you may have heard, like, maybe they made you feel a certain way for seeing the truth, but no, that's them, not you. You have a gift for seeing straight to the core of anything. And also, it says, my instincts keep me adaptable in the face of any obstacle. And with the Homeland card, the way that she is pointing out, like, you're going towards a certain direction. So you may have a keen eye for how to move forward in things, or how to execute decisions. You have a good vision, and you know how to put this into action. Yes, very good vision towards things. You know how to move forward. You know how to make a plan to move it forward and really bring this into reality itself, not just have it lingering around in your mind. I feel like you're good at setting up a vision that you can concretely follow, and setting that up for other people as well, and actually giving good, like, really good advice. We have dedication as well. So you may have a lot of ambition towards your vision and dreams, in the way that you don't give up on them. You have a lot of strength from where you've come from, and you honor truth. You honor both aspects of reality, in the sense of your intuition and your emotions, but also their logic, and knowing how to concretely put things into action and move forward with that. You have a very strong mind. You have something that cuts clear of any BS, whether it's your own or others. And this is like a superpower for you. And you know the way forward. You're really good at giving actual good concrete advice that will help people with their situations, because you've lived through things. You can see things as a whole, everything involved, and it's like you know how to be honest with people for their betterment, not just to try to spare someone's feelings, but you can also do it in a way where they can come back and thank you for that. Like, again, some people may not always be willing to hear that, but I feel like this is also your superpower. We have the dragon with this girl right here, and I feel like the dragon really is a good representation of your energy, something that has been through so much and has a lot of wisdom, conciseness, to know the way forward and see things from a higher perspective, seeing all the options, all the perspectives, being really firm on your word, following through on your word, and meaning what you say to other people. Your honesty is very appreciated. It's very beautiful. And I feel like you can make mountains move as well. For some reason, when I look at this Eight of Cups card, you have a very strong intuition and a gut that does not fail you. Always trust your intuition. It's spot on about people, situations, and I heard like you come up with really good ideas and you know how to follow through to them and see them through, or help other people do this. I keep hearing like you have an intuition about things in the ancient past. I don't know why that comes up, but I feel that with looking at these cards. I feel like you're somebody that's very constructive in a really good way to other people, so they know how to actually get their life shifted in the way that they desire it to be. You're very honest. You're a very good advisor. You're very good at giving advice. You're good at guiding people forward and knowing what needs to be done. And people really appreciate your honesty. Spirit really appreciates your honesty. They say you're very gifted. You have a very strong discernment. And you were given this gift of truth for a reason. You help people move towards a better future as well. And I feel like people that have come to you, whether they have done it yet or not, maybe it's a mixture of both, from different people, but you were somebody that really shifted mountains for them in their life, or helped them through tall obstacles that they felt they couldn't cross. Or you were somebody that really gives people a lot of clarity because of the way that your mind sees the truth, the core matters of everyone's hearts, every situation, the way forward. You have a strong discernment, you have a strong vision, intuition, logical mind, and you have been through so much yourself that you are able to give really good advice. And the way that your mind is, the way that you live so honorably to the truth and stick to your vision and strongly follow your intuition, and also I heard listen to people, is going to get you very far. And it's also going to help other people get really far. You're going to impact a lot of people because of this. The way that you have guided them in your life and the way that you guide them. And the confidence that people see with your discernment, and just the confidence that you have about you, that you present on the outside. I feel like you really have changed people's lives, not like just in an emotional way, but somehow in like their physical reality. You've really helped them change their life for the better and become a better person, or have the life that they want to. I feel like you're able to see reality as well as use your intuition in a way that really makes a difference. It makes ripples in people's lives. and people will forever be grateful for that about you. All right, that's all I have for you, pile number 3. I hope that you enjoyed your reading. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up, comment down below if this reading resonated with you, and please consider subscribing to my channel if you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more content. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoy your day. Hello, group number 4. For those of you who are drawn to the pile with the dragon's bloodstone, hello and welcome to your reading. Let's find out what messages Spirit has for you in regards to what makes you beautiful that you may not always see about yourself. You, first of all, you may actually be an Aquarius. You don't have to be, or you really embody the energy of the Aquarius. Aquarius is very rebellious. We have Tamlin in battle, and just the vibe of this card paired with this, I feel like you have a very rebellious mind contrary to what everybody else thinks. Like, you may be somebody that isn't afraid to stray away from the crowd. Somebody who is not afraid to march to the beat of your own soul. We have my inner compass knows the way as well, and I feel like this is very fitting for this Aquarian type of energy, whether you are or not. I feel like a lot of people are actually drawn to this quality about you, this rebellious energy. I'm noticing all the red in these 2 cards as well, on her headband, on her what she's holding, and the red shoes with the red lipstick. So I feel like you're somebody that has this seductive almost energy about you. So you might even have some Scorpio in there, or even just like, even I'm hearing like even like Leo somewhere in your chart. Like, you don't have to have these, but that is coming forth for some of you. Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo. That's coming through pretty strong, or just embody those type of traits. I see that you're somebody that doesn't always see things in the conventional way. With the 9 of Wands right here, I feel like you have a very inspired vision with these 2 cards. As well, you might also have Aries in your chart. I don't know why that came up, but it did. Crystal keys. 2, yeah, you have a very like strong imagination about you, like strong ideas. I feel like people see your vision and it inspires them to not follow the norm as well. And I feel like there's a strength and confidence you have about being this, and yeah, definitely straying away from the norm. We have the Magician, so creating a path different from the norm. So for some of you, this does not apply to all of you, but maybe some of you have either assumed some sort of leadership role, or people see you as some kind of leader, or like creating your own movement, or even your own business. Possibly. I feel like you're somebody that's not afraid to charge off into the unknown. When I look at this card, I keep thinking about Aries as well, the way that this head part's expanded and we have all this red, and red reminds me a lot of Aries energy, and like charging off into the unseen, into the unknown. I feel like you might actually be somebody who makes a living off of your intuitive gifts too. That won't be for everybody, but I do feel like that's some of you. I feel like you venture off into the unknown and you inspire people to do the same thing. You show people like this kind of life is possible and it is real. I feel like you bring forth desires of other people as well with the Tamlin, the red shoes, and the unseen card. That's kind of why I thought there was some Scorpio energy going on here. So that might be somewhere in your chart. It might not be. But you have like almost this seductive trait about you I'm hearing that draws this out of other people, draws out the desires of other people as well. I feel like you're so authentically yourself. Okay, I feel like that's the word I've been trying to say. The inner compass knows the way. We have strength. We have this creative energy, and it's leadership energy as well. Somebody that is an authentic leader, somebody that is not afraid to be different than the majority, somebody who's not afraid to charge off into the unknown. Sorry, I popped my knuckle. Somebody who is not afraid to charge into the unknown territory, whatever that means. This can literally mean like your intuition, or you are very intuitive too. But this could mean like maybe you get into some type of psychic business or your own psychic business or whatever this is. This could be like in the form of some type of humanitarian movement. This could be an artistic movement as well, or artistic movement like lifestyle I'm hearing. This could be so many. Take what resonates with you, because this is a different this is the final file, so my words are kind of getting scrambled around. This is a general reading, so take what resonates with you. Or is like some type of leadership role. People see you as a leader. I feel like you're somebody that has learned to be this way from past experience as well. We have the Strength and the Magician card. I feel like you see things like you could go this way as everybody else, but you choose to go the opposite. You choose to follow your intuition. You choose to follow your heart. You choose to follow the vision that is true to you. There's a lot of authenticity. I cannot speak, guys, because my mouth is getting dry from talking so much. There's a lot of authenticity about you. You're not afraid to charge into the depths of the unknown just because it's unexplored territory. You're going to follow your soul, your heart. You're going to not be afraid to stray away from the norm. I feel like you are a leader for this reason, whether you see that or not. It helps other people feel comfortable to do that. It helps other people to see the things that they may have had buried inside them that they didn't feel confident enough to speak about what their vision or stance is on something. And I feel like you're somebody that's so courageous in what you believe in, and going after it is what you believe. Going after what it is you believe in, and people see like the strength and like how authentic you are, and how you're not afraid to challenge the majority or the norm, and you have so much strength in yourself regardless of any opposition. They see you as this like magician and strength card combined. They see you as somebody that maybe a little bit offbeat, or very offbeat and eccentric, like the Aquarius over here, but they see you as somebody that makes their own path forward, and they make things happen regardless of what it looks like to other people, or if it's the normal way of conventional life, or whatever this means. They see your inspired vision and the way you charge headfirst into things, into the unknown, into what it is you love and you're so passionate about, or you strongly believe in. They see you creating your reality, and this authentic nature about you helps them to be more authentic too. It helps them to draw out the things that they may have not felt confident about themselves enough to voice. Like maybe they felt like they'd have a lot of opposition to what they really feel or think, and I feel like you give them the strength to follow that, or follow you, because you believe so much in what it is that you believe in, that it makes them want to follow you as well into this unknown. You just have very strong leader energy, whether you know this or not. Very creative, very innovative, very rebellious sense about you too. Like, you follow your heart regardless of what everybody else thinks, and that is your superpower. You have a lot of endless ideas. You're very, I heard, spontaneous. People may not always know what they're going to get next with you. We have the unseen here too. So much Aquarius and Scorpio like energy, or Aries energy with this to me, or Leo, because Leo reminds me of like a leadership kind of position too. You don't have to actually be in a leadership, but it's just the energy that you have, that people see, spirit sees about you. They know how you impact people with this just by following your own inner compass. Hearing you have a lot of creative ideas, a very brilliant and rich mind. I don't know why, but I'm feeling with the Two of Swords, sometimes you get indecisive because you see so many possibilities or have so many ideas. It's like you're juggling, like, which way do you want to go with this, or how do you want to put this together? I don't know why that's coming together. I feel like you're somebody very creative. People are very empowered by your journey and just the way that you charge forward. The way that you follow the path that's true to you, whether this has to do with human rights, whether this has to do with your own business, like a creative venture, whether this has to, I heard for someone writing a book. I don't know why that's coming up, but it is. Whether this is just diving headfirst into the unknown with your heart, following your heart, being okay with things, not always knowing the outcome of things, and just going headfirst into whatever it is. Yeah, again, there's just a sense that you bring out things in people that they keep under wraps, and sometimes they don't even know things about themselves until they are around your energy, and it's like you bring forth the things that they had hidden so deeply in them, either consciously or unconsciously. I feel you inspire other people to make a change as well. You inspire other people to follow your lead. You are also a trendsetter. You have a brilliant, original, inventive mind, and that's something very beautiful about you. Yeah, we have the Magician, this contemplative idea, powerhouse energy about you. Like, you have so many ideas coming into you at once, and you're so inventive, and you're going after the next thing with so much energy, with so much heart, with so much soul, with so much passion, with so much belief in what it is you believe in. And this really inspires other people to take action or follow their soul calling as well. I feel like you're the kind of person that's so strongly yourself that other people will tell you things that they don't feel comfortable telling other people things, or they may not even know this about themselves until they were around you and they feel comfortable talking to you because you are so authentically yourself that it leaves space for people to feel comfortable being themselves as well. Feeling a lot of charming energy about you as well here. There's something very charming about you in the way that you present yourself to others, the way you speak to others, the way you speak about your visions, the way that you openly listen to people without judging them. It's like you bring out things in people that they wouldn't share or show around anyone else. So you quickly gain people's trust for this reason as well, or open them up. For some of you, there might be even people that are more reserved and shy, but when they're around you, they feel more comfortable to let that go and really let like a different version of themselves out around you, or just be more open, or show their thoughts and feelings around you when otherwise around other people they might not have that comfort to do so. And it's like you set the standard for them to be able to do that, if that makes sense. Like, you give them the space to be able to do that. That's probably a better way of saying it. To be more authentically themselves and inspire them to be more authentically themselves. And this really impacts the lives of others. And it's, again, your superpower. The way that you dive headfirst into things. The way that you share your vision. The way that you veer away from the norm. And have so much bravery in this. And bravery in your ideas and your passions. And your openness to others. Of all walks of life, I heard. And there's beauty in this, and strength, and leadership, whether you see that or not. as leadership. You are leading other people and creating a movement of your own just by being yourself and going after the things that you love, saying the things that you feel, following your path so truly and strongly. Alright, that's all I have for you, pile number 4. I hope that you enjoyed your reading. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Comment down below if this resonated with you. And please consider subscribing to my channel if you are new and you would like to see more content like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day.